Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about career mode in FC24. Specifically, we're going to be talking about tactical visions. I've got some exclusive footage here, which isn't released yet. So a massive thank you to EA for providing this. And what we're doing is we're looking at all 7 different tactical visions and how it affects the gameplay when you're playing career mode. And there's a few things I want to talk about. We're going to go through the pitch notes as well, the deep dive that they've gone into on career mode. What you're seeing here is the fact that you can select a tactical vision, whether that's tiki-taka, gegenpress, whatever you want to pick. But then also the fact that you can adjust it and just make slight changes. So if you wanted to be slightly more wing dominant but still play tiki-taka, that you can do that. And the fact that you can obviously hire coaches in this year's game, which is going to further increase stats and improve the speed of development, which you can see here with PSG. However, there is also a slight negative to doing that, as you can see here. When you're using custom tactics, so let's say you've picked tiki-taka as your vision, that's what they're calling them, your tactical vision. If you tweak it too far outside of the boundaries, so here's a really good example. Let's see if I can go to tiki-taka. Okay, so we all know what tiki-taka is. It's about keeping the ball, passing it quickly, finding little gaps, making those runs in behind defenders, finding pockets of space effectively, and just moving the ball on the ground quickly. You can do that with the tactical vision and leave it as it is. It gives you a set range of things. You've got a depth range here, and that's great, okay, if you just want the basic tiki-taka. But what you are going to be able to do, not just with coaches, but also with the sliders, is adjust the depth, adjust the width, adjust the chance creation, build up play and stuff like that. But you can only go so far. So if you're playing within the correct boundaries, so when I say correct, for example, with tiki-taka, you knew you had to be between, was it 35 and 65? If you're outside of that range, you then do get a negative. Are you sure you want to set tactical vision to custom? When on custom, coaches get a tactical knowledge penalty and they don't gain XP. Let's look at coaches. So when you bring in a coach, they have specific strengths. So for example, they can give you a big improvement with tiki-taka bonus. You know, you're gonna get specific stats if you select tiki-taka. Your passing is gonna be improved quickly. If you then put a coach on top of that specializes in tiki-taka, it's gonna improve the development time even more. So looking at Mbappe here, from 109 weeks to 84 weeks, it's a huge increase. So if you're within those boundaries of that tactical vision and you're hiring coaches that work in that specific area, you're going to see your team growing a lot more rapidly, effectively, and a lot more efficiently. But it's great that you get the choice now where you can effectively say, look, I want to play tiki-taka, but I also want to make sure my wingers are getting in behind and getting crosses in, which isn't technically focused on being tiki-taka. So what you can do is just adjust it slightly. But what we're seeing here is, the coaches system that we've talked about already. This is the coach market. And you can see their tactical vision speciality and how good they are. And obviously their attacking, midfield, defensive and goalkeeper skills with their ratings and their salary and things like that. Coach skills reduce the player's development plan's duration. So this one here, so Stefan Pasquier, he has 3 stars in defensive skills. Let's say you've set up a tactical vision, park the bus, and we're going to go through all 7 of them in a minute. If you're going with park the bus, getting Stefan in would be really good because he's got a 3-star rating in defensive skills. So each star is going to reduce that plan duration, the amount of time that the player is going to take to upgrade. You have the bar, the little progress bar that shows when a player is almost ready to go up by 1 and improve in stats. Whereas if you were to get Aaron Remy here with 2 stars, it's cheaper. Wait, his weekly salary is more, but he's got worse stats. I'm hoping that's going to be fixed. It must be that he's just got a more desirable tactical vision speciality. because they're both accomplished. Why is this guy cheaper? That makes no sense. But either way, you know, because of the 2-star rating, he's not going to be quite as efficient. It's not going to be quite as effective as if you were to get Stefan here. And even worse, if you were to get this guy here. I think it must be to do with the tactical vision. It must be that some are just more valuable and maybe rarer it could be. But I think this is a really nice change. It just gives you... It gives you more... I guess it's just... It makes each career mode different. If you're playing with a different team every time and you use a different tactical vision, you use different coaches and you make different types of signings, I think that's really nice. We'll go into the deep dive in just a moment because there is a little bit more information on the website. But this answers a question that I had. So I mentioned it when we watched the reveal together that I hope you can tweak these visions and they become custom, and it's in the game. You can. You don't have to go with a tactical vision and that is it. It is still customizable. It is still completely within your ability to play a multitude of visions. It's just not going to benefit you as much in terms of developing players. You want to have a focus, don't you? As with anything in life, if you focus on something, you're going to get better at that thing faster. And that's the same in football. So let's go ahead and go into the pitch notes. Let me just bring this up. I need to hide that. So 7 tactical visions. We have a standard vision, very balanced approach. And I think if you're unsure which one you think is going to suit your playstyle, standard is probably a good start. And then just trial different things. But standard is going to give you a general good feel, isn't it? And then you've got wing play, which is all about getting your width and getting your wingers in behind and crossing in balls and stuff like that. Tiki-taka, of course, we've already talked about. This is more possession-based. Counter-attack, of course, you see a lot of counter-attacking in today's game, especially against teams that like to hit you on the break. Because then you counter-attack them. You know, you absorb the pressure, you sit deep, and then bang. You've then got gegenpressing as well, which I think is probably going to be the most used, specifically with teams that have good stamina and a lot of good midfielders. And the funny one for me was kick and rush. They said it in the clip they've showed me, that they sent me, which I muted, but they said how it's not really that popular in today's modern game, but you do still see it. Stoke. Bang it up the pitch and then run. And then, of course, park the bus. It has to be in every FIFA game. Sorry, FC game. So those are the 7 tactical visions. But just remember, you're not limited to playing with just one of those. You can tweak it. You can make it slightly custom. And it will slow down the development a little bit. And the coaches won't necessarily improve if you go too far out of the boundaries. But I would truly recommend you pick one of these and then just tweak it slightly. I think personally I'm going to be using the Gegenpress, but I'll probably try and evolve it into a bit of tiki-taka as well, and maybe even a little bit of wing play. I love having my wingers cut inside, Saka style, you know, inside on his left foot. I guess Iron Robin is probably the best example in recent football. But here we get to see a little bit more about the tactical visions and how they affect the team, and you can see they've got a lot more information with player positions, and you can tweak things as you desire. If we go down a little bit more here, so this is the tactical vision scouting. This is exciting to me. So what you're going to see is when you're searching for players now, you can find a fit for them. So let's say, like they are doing in this image with PSG, they're playing tiki-taka. That's their vision. They can then search for players that fit that. And what that means is it's going to find players with the right stats. And obviously you can change age, contract length, their condition. I don't know why world class is a condition. I think they mean ability, right? Play styles, their position. I would like to have preferred foot and skill moves and stuff like that added. That'd be nice here. Maybe you can. Maybe that would be in condition. I don't know. But the fact that you're going to be able to search for specific players a little bit more easily and maybe not relying on just scouts in general, that's very nice. I'd really recommend you read this, by the way. It's their deep dive on their website. Coaches, we've had a little bit of a chat. I don't know why they've blurred them out. Does it really matter? If it's not final, especially, you've got the bronze, the silver, the gold, tactical visions here. And obviously, you're going to have to learn what each of these logos means. But novice is bronze, accomplished is silver, and expert is gold. I'm wondering if there's maybe another level on top of that, because I don't see any 5 stars. If you've got a coach that's 5-star, 5-star, 4-star, maybe they're platinum, they're diamond. But very exciting that there is a way to customize these tactical visions. I was quite worried that they would be very rigid. And what I'm really looking forward to is the fact that every career mode can feel a lot more different in terms of the way you play and with the coaches that you hire. It's quite a big new feature, this. I know a lot of people are a little bit disappointed with the lack of updates again, but I think this does add quite a lot of spice to the gameplay itself, which, if you think about what I do, for example, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well, when in terms of playing FIFA or FC, you play the games. I know a lot of people do sim as well, but the biggest thing for me is that the gameplay is fun every year. I need to be able to play the game and enjoy it, and anything that can adjust how it feels and how the team plays is really important to me. I really like the design, by the way. The new menus in the game look great. Everything is much neater and easier to see. So we're looking at the player impact here of a tactical vision. So +6. Is that his rating? But with a coach novice, so you've got the defensive novice here, you've got goalkeeping expert, midfield accomplished. I mean, imagine when you get all golds here. That's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? But it's going to improve his ball control to 96, long shots to 85, agility to 90. I mean, these are huge increases. Sprint speed up to 80. Wow, that is unbelievable. I think potentially a little bit too strong. Look at Erling Haaland. That is ridiculous. 99 sprint speed, 99 strength, 99 shot power. Yeah, okay. But he's toggling, the guy controlling here is toggling between players and just seeing how the coaches impact, how the tactical vision impacts. Interestingly, they've gone with counter-attack with Man City here, which I'm not so sure would suit their players so well. Okay, so we've kind of got it confirmed here. They are just gold, 5 stars everywhere except from there. Only £10,000 per week, not even 10,000. I mean, it's nothing. If you're signing a top player, you're looking at 300, 400,000 pounds. So maybe the budget gets affected more than it looks like it will be here. I hope so, because hiring a bunch of gold coaches should be somewhat difficult. We're looking at Chelsea here. Knowledge, expert, achieved 28 stars, ideal 26 stars. So you're going to be chasing down what you're looking for, really. You're going to be really trying to maximize every single aspect of the management and the tactical vision of the team. I quite like it. And obviously the fact that you're going into each game having to do a training plan, you're reading about what the team is good at when you come up against them. You'll see what kind of tactical vision they've got, and then you're going to try and tweak yours to maximize all the advantages that you can have. And this was really cool. I like the slider on the fitness and the sharpness. You can switch between them. I think there's more here than people are giving it credit for. Yes, it's not online career mode, and yes, there's no huge upgrade to having an academy team with a separate calendar or a youth team that you can take players from and drop players to. Okay, fair enough. But the coaches system, the player tactical vision system, I quite like it. I think it's going to really help make the game feel fresh. And every new career mode you do, maybe you just want to try a different vision and try hiring different coaches and signing different types of players. Because one of the problems for me with career mode is you do end up signing the same players, playing a similar type of way, using the same formations. And maybe this is going to help stop that a little bit. But again, thank you to EA for giving me some of the exclusive footage there. I'm sure they're going to be releasing that very soon, so you guys can go and read and watch whatever they release. I am going to do a player career mode focused video soon. I need to really read into it. Obviously, my main focus is just career. Arsenal play tonight, so I'll be doing a review of that. So then maybe it'll be the player career mode feature list after that. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed my little breakdown here, and I will see you in the next video.